Hey everybody, welcome back to Pure K9 Training, and here we're going to work on the sit, stand, down. Stand, don't stress it. Sit and down, let's stress it. Quickly, I want to discuss the sit and stand and down to keep them solid. It's really important that our words have meaning. You say it once and you enforce it. When we say it, we want to connect the leash and our emotion and any motivation that we're using to get the behavior. Lando, sit. Just like that. Yes, and follow it up with a reward. If he didn't sit, I'll push his butt down. Just a nice little push in the direction, treat on the nose, nose up, butt down. It all works. We're gonna go over the structure and the skeletal spine of the dog and how that assists and plays a big role into the sit, stand, down. But ultimately, I want you guys to have meaning behind your words. So don't repeat yourself. Don't say it 2-3 times. The more you say it, we're gonna wait for you to say it that many times every time, and your words won't have meaning. So we just simply say it once and make it happen. Come. So you can see here I have 2 different spots. These spots also help assist in teaching the sit, stand, down. This elevated spot, if you have a big enough dog where the sides are close, it teaches them to stay in a smaller perimeter, learn their cognitive skill of where their hands and feet need to go. And a spot like this is just simply to identify where to stay while we're working on this practice. So again, we're gonna bring them on this spot. And I just want you guys to see, when I have the treat here at nose level, and of course I'm holding it so he can't get it, he's trying. When I hold it at nose level, it keeps his spine straight. So he's not gonna sit and he's not gonna go into the down. But when I want him to go in the down, I go nose to toes. Plutz. And there we go, nose to toes. Yes, as soon as all 4 elbows hit the ground, we reward. And then for stand, we go up. Stand, just to that same elevation and height. If I got to push him back onto the spot's a little small for him. Yes, there's the stand. And now notice how I have to keep the treats right on his nose now. He's getting a little nippy. If he gets a little nippy, we just grab the leash, pop him back. Good boy, stand. Here we go. So now when I go for the sit, watch how his spine, as soon as I go up over his head, sit, yes, the spine goes down. And now here's the trick to the stand from the sit, which is a big impact if you want to teach them to stand. He heard the word and he stood up. But if you want to teach them to stand before they sit, you can actually teach them the proper structure of how to move their body for their genetics. I'll show you quickly right now what I mean. Plutz, stand, sit, stand, plutz. Notice how all his movements, all his movements and body language was in tune with the way his body was built. He retracts down into the plutz or the down. He stands up with all 4 legs activating. It's not lazy. He sits with his legs tucking into his front legs. And then when he stands, I go right under his chin and his back legs engage. There's no laziness here. And if you allow your dog to go down from a sit, you will create laziness. It's important that we practice the stand, then the down. But you don't have to do it. You don't have to teach the stand. Sit and down, make it easy for your dog. If you're just looking for the easy, structured, proper way, just do the sit and the down. But if you want to teach them how to coordinate and move properly, do the stand. If you have a dog that has back leg kind of issues, doesn't move well, slouches when they sit and has these issues, then I can show you a lot of ways to strengthen those back legs to help them secure their hips, secure their joints, be stronger, be able to activate and use those legs properly, because a lot of dogs just learn to walk forward and they don't learn how to actually use their back legs. So here's the nose height. This time we're gonna attach a leash pop. Come, lure him back onto his spot. Sit, yes. Stand, yes. Plutz, there we go. Now the next step is plutz, to put my hand over here. See how last time he moved, I had to put him back down. Yes. If he's gonna move, I'm gonna put him back down. Stand, stand, yes. And I move my hand. See, it gets confusing for a dog and he's trying to resort to what he thinks is gonna get him rewarded. Stand, yeah, stand, stand, good, no treat, stand. Yes, and see, I'm playing the patience game and waiting. We're gonna move him back because he's inching to the treat. I have my leash in this hand. Stand. Stand. No. Nope. Now I'm gonna move him to this spot now and help him with the stand, because on this spot, if I do the stand, he stays up like this. There we go. Stand. Yes. Stand. Yes. Stand. Sit. Yes. And there we go. So now this is where we play this movement. This is the sit, stand, down. Sit. See? Sit. He's going to learn how to place his feet. He almost fell there. This is good. It's making him aware. Yes. We want these things to happen. More awareness, the better that they'll perform. Under the chin. Stand. He's being aware. Yes. Platz. You got to wait for all four to drop down. Yes. And then if you want to go from a sit, from a down, Platz, sit, and straight to the up. And then from the to the stand, stand, yes, stand. You can see he's being cautious now in his movements. Stand, no, stand, good boy, stand. So when you see your dog struggling, work on them a little more, finish on a good note. I'm gonna end on just this next stand. Stand, yes, break. This is just to get the connection with the word, the motion, the movement, the reward, the leash pop, everything. We just do this on a spot. You do it in the house and non-distracting. Build up your success. Sit, stand down, break. At first you'll reward everyone, and then you'll start to reward sporadically, of course, as we fade out treats like you'll learn in my program on my course. And then we start to do it in motion. So here we go, let's do it in motion. Come. We have the dog follow us. Good boy. Platz. Go down to the toes, nose to toes. When he hits the ground, yes. And there we go, we'll get him to follow again. This time we'll do sit. Come. Come, come. He's thinking the spot. Sit. Yes. And break. And you just want to play this a few times and get a little faster. Come. Platz. See, I'm fading the treat back. I move my hand down and I pop the leash down so he felt everything down with that word, and we're going to fade that out. And in my course, I specify a lot more on how to fade these out. Come. Platz. I'm not going to reward that. It was too slow. Come. Good boy. Yeah, Platz. Yes, I'll reward that one. It was a little better. Again, if your dog's going to be picky about the ground underneath him, don't allow that. Work them through it. If the grass is wet, ground is wet, I mean, these dogs need to learn to work through this. I specify that a lot in my course too, is just working your dog, getting them comfortable in every environment. Come. Yeah, good boy. Sit. Notice how close he is to me here. You really want to get your dog comfortable sitting close to you. Again, the focus and the engagement. Yes. And now we can go under the chin. Stand. Yeah, come. Platz. Yes. See, he popped up for the treat there. So what happens is when we come in for the treat, they pop up and try to cheat us to it. And if they do that, we're just going to give a little tug and say no. No. Good. And then we bait it. Yes. And see that? We just kind of bait it. We get kind of close. As if we're going to give it to him. We don't. If he pops up, a little pop. Good. Yeah, good boy. I mean, Platz. I made him fail there. I got too excited. He jumped up. Platz. Yes. Sometimes you got to play these games with your dogs to solidify a routine if they're struggling. Break. Right now he's struggling whether to stay in the down to get rewarded or to stand. So he was issuing with the stand and then also not going down fast enough. These are all things we can work on. I'm always progressing with my dog. You should always be progressing with yours. Like, follow, share. I have a course online. Check it out. It teaches you all my routine, all the foundation, and how to create success in today's wacky society standards so that you can create safety, routine, consistency, and actually have your dog listen, focus, and do the behaviors that we teach them. I hope this helped. Follow me on YouTube, like, and good luck. Break. How's that?